Okay, so you have to sign up a project with the Nuxeo in the website. You can visit to connect.nuxeo.com, and then I have just subscribed for a trial version. So they allow you up to 30 days for your trial period to be exceeded. So within this, we are just going to explore the blogging platform. So currently, you can see I have chosen an Nuxeo platform LTS 2021, and they actually allow you two different kind of UI interfaces. One is like a JSF UI, another one is like Nuxeo Web UI. So we are just going to choose Web UI, Nuxeo Web UI. So here you can see there are two icons here, right? One is like a modular, another one is like designer. Modular is all about the configuration, what you wanted to achieve for a document, or for the drop down labels, or for the all the relevant to data and document type design things, right? And when it comes to designer part, where you actually prepare a layout, like how the create form should look like, and how the edit form and view form should look like, those things will fall under this designer thing. Okay, so let me just go to this document type. As of now, it is an empty workspace. So I have just prepared a building project, a concept. So these are all the fields which we are going to add it for this document. Let's say what is the owner name for this building project, what is the code, and one property image file, address line for the property, the mobile number and email ID. Okay, so let me just click a new button. So when you create a new feature, you have to use some unique ID, okay, just for the that reference. Okay, I'm just going to use building picture, and it is going to be like a file concept. Okay, so here you can define building picture and just click OK. Okay, so the extend it has basically file and folder, but here you can see there are a lot of documents. Like suppose you want to create your own document type along with the on top of the existing document type, then you can choose this. Currently I'm just choosing file because a property building picture will have one property file. So basically I'm just acquiring the properties of a file document. On top of it, I'm just going to give you a new document type. Here you can choose the icons. Currently I don't have here, so let me just building picture document. Okay, so let's leave about all this life cycle, container type, everything, and facets. We'll explore in the upcoming classes. So we have just defined what is the document type. The schema is nothing but what are the metadata type. Like here, to just create a form for building project, you need to have the following things, right? So those things you have to define inside the schema, right? So let me just add quickly what are the fields will be there. As I said, I need owner name, okay, and then you need to have a project code, and what else we have, property image, address, mobile number, and email ID, right? So you can see I haven't chosen anything for file because for property image, because this is a existing document which we have acquired as a file. So basically it will have that, we can manage it in the designer part. Okay, so once you do this, you can see what are the document types. So owner name will be string, project code will be string, address will be string, but it will be like multi rows values, right? So for that you need to select this multi value. Okay, and for mobile number you will be just choosing the integer for, and for email ID we have to do some kind of validation. So email ID is there, so we are just going to choose the text format, and in that you can choose email ID, so that the regular expression will be automatically applied and the validation will take place automatically. Okay, and whatever the fields are mandatory, you can go inside this edit field and select that required. Rest of the optional field you can leave it as it is. Okay, so you can see we have created a building picture, uh, all these metadata elements here, and let's save this. So once you save this, yeah, you need to go to the designer part. So you can just click on top it, configure layout in designer, just click that. So as I said earlier, we have one modeler and designer. So whatever the metadata and document type we have created, we did in the modeler. Now when you click configure the layouts, it will directly go to the designer part. As you can see here, we have a UI part section and resources. So under that layout, just now we have created our own building picture. So you have the following layouts. So you can go through one by one and configure it. So create is for creating for the building picture, edit for update, import for bulk update when you try to drag and drop or something like that. Metadata is nothing but just next to your document you can define what are the data you want to see, and view will be the common part where you can see the files. So let me configure one by one. So I have just clicked on the create one. Basically it will try to render because we have acquired the file properties, so it will have title and description. It comes from the file, and also we are just going to use the file also. I'm just trying to add one file here. Okay, and then you can see here building picture. It has everything, right? Owner name, generate, project code, generate, and then I'm just going to use address. I can drag and drop directly using the building picture, but alignment won't come properly. So let me add it one by one here. Mobile number, and finally we have the email ID. As you can see, we have selected owner name as a mandatory field, so that asterisk will be appear there. For rest of the things it will be like normal. So we have done the create part. Now let's go to edit part and configure. Here I'm just going to drag and drop for a quick video. So when you drag and drop, these are all the editable fields. When it comes the metadata element, we will ignore the import one because we are not going to do some bulk operation here. If I just pull in here, you can see view. When you do create and edit, it will be like edit form. Okay, so metadata is done, and finally we have the view form. View form, you don't have to do anything drag and drop. Just configure it and save it because this is a file object. So once you do all these changes, you have to go back to your local host Nuxeo platform. As you can see, there are no document type is here, whatever we reference. Okay, you can see nothing is here. So we have to pull the new changes. Okay, so you have to download the Nuxeo developer plugin. It is available for Firefox and Chrome. You need to click on this hot reload. So basically this hot reload will try to fetch all the Nuxeo configuration which we have done in the Nuxeo Studio platform, that is connect.nuxeo.com. From there it will pull all the changes whatever we have done, and it will be try to store everything in the local. So once it is done, we will get a notification that this studio packages is installed successfully. So let me reload this, and if I click add content now, here you can see building picture. As I said, I had no icons, so you can, when you try to choose the icons, it will appear here. You just need to click that. You can see title, description, right? This is the main file, and all the metadata whatever we have defined, it is available here. So let me give this property building. Okay, so I need to choose something here. I will choose something. Owner name, owner project 1 2 3 4 5 6 mobile number 0, and for email ID if I try to give something, then it won't accept. Okay, I will show you that validation will take place when you try to create a new form. See, it will throw an error because this is not a valid ID. You have to define your valid email ID, then only it will be accepted. For address, you can click add, you can give multiple lines to that address. So just give like this. So you will have a multi-value records. And suppose if you want to maintain country, state, everything, we can have a separate drag and drop also. That is different thing, but this is multi-valued I have chosen. So once you do that, just click on the create button, right? So I have chosen one file here, and everything is is created. So this is a new property type, and yeah, this is how you can create a customized document type in the Nuxeo platform. Maybe in the next session we can see how the drop down can bring here, and what are the other you know um, data types and fields are available with the Nuxeo platform. Okay, thank you.